Okay, so in case you never hear, AC Milan have, by the way, AC Milan have cut ties. They have dismantled the relationship. They have quit the marriage. They have said this marriage is over.
We'll not do it again.
They have divorced Joao Felix. They have said bye-bye to bye-bye. Go your way, I go my way. Everybody go their way. And now it begs the question. It begs the long age question. What do you do? What is the problem of Joao Felix, and how do you now deal with the anathema, the pandemic, Joao Felix, and what's next for the young man? What's next for Chelsea? What next? Like, there are a lot of questions. Please, you guys should help me, because he has the talent, obviously.
Yeah.
By eye test, he's a very, very beautiful footballer, and then he has a lot of potential and all that.
Yeah.
But still, he'll go to one club, they go loan and come here. You go here, they go loan you, come here. When he left Atleti, we thought it was because, the football there does not suit his kind of football, you understand?
Yeah.
And then, you came to Chelsea, they loan you again.
Yeah.
You come back again, then carry you go AC Milan again. Now AC Milan. I think he scored on his debut.
Something like that.
He scored on his debut. That go away in lob keeper. He scored on his debut. So
go to sleep now.
Yes, wait, like this year.
For person house.
What are these clubs seeing that we're not seeing? Does he have a bad PRO or a bad off the pitch attitude, or what is the problem with Joao Felix, and what next for Joao Felix? Please, you guys
know and go tell us.
Please, big game, tell us.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, he's your boy. He's my boy, but he's your boy too.
Like I said before, it's a massive game. It was a massive game, and the boys turned up for the massive game. Joao Felix. Joao Felix was a big player, and he's no longer a big player. Why do I say that?
At what point did he stop?
He was a big prospect, bro, not a big player.
He was a big prospect. Thank you very much, Henry. He was a big prospect, and he's no longer that prospect anymore. He's getting to the point whereby people are like, okay, we'll take him, we'll not take him. That's the point Joao Felix is on. If there's space in your team, you take him, he will add to the team. If there's not, you won't take him. But Joao Felix in his head still thinks that he's a first team player. And it's quite disappointing that he's at that stage of his career at 25.
It's very crazy.
This is the prime of his career. His mates are the prime of his career, and he's still bouncing from team to team. But at the same time, we need to look at why is he bouncing from team to team. This man has played under 4 coaches, and 4 coaches have said, I don't want you. So that, at the end of the day, if one coach says, I don't want you, maybe it's the coach. If the second coach says, I don't want you, maybe it's the team. If the third coach says, I don't want you, okay, it's the teammates. What about the 4th coach?
In fact, once it's up to 3, is enough to
one
can be a mistake, but
just to play devil's advocate. 4 coaches have said they don't want you. My brother, you need to look at yourself in the mirror. What am I doing that is wrong? It's not that I'm a talented player. The high level game is not for all talented players. All talented players cannot play the high level game. That's why not everybody makes it.
Do you believe he's that bad?
I don't think he's that bad.
He's not a bad player. I love him very much. He's not a bad player.
Will you take him back?
No.
Judging by your current squad,
do you want
to know why?
Because
of the way I've not met him in person, but because of the way the media has portrayed his attitude. It's his attitude right now portrayed by especially the English, Italian, and Portuguese media is an attitude of I don't care. It's an attitude of it is what it is.
Remind me
of an attitude
he had with
wherever
Enzo
I
again.
land, it's okay.
What was the issue he had with Enzo again? I know that when he was at Chelsea this period, he had one issue like that where they talk say whether coach tell him to do with something when he knows that in a training. He had one issue with Enzo Maresca.
I don't think he had any issue in the training ground under Chelsea. I know he had under Atletico.
He had an issue with Enzo that I heard of.
I never hear of the issue, but wait, I know
Maybe a fight.
Joao Felix na player we never did serious with in life.
Yeah, he's not serious.
You can't start this thing at that age. When start, he was young then, whether 19 or 20.
Yeah,
he win Golden Boy.
I think 18.
To tell you how big.
Benfica now.
Yes, to tell you how big this boy did. I think win that Golden Boy. Remember the transfer fee?
Yeah.
From
Benfica
to Atletico Madrid.
At that time.
At that time.
Massive.
Small boy for that age. Everybody now they expect say, okay, by now this boy now for don't stand out. Even though no be Atlético Madrid, at least for another club.
Yeah.
For don't days, you oh boy, this number 7 position, na me get him. Or this number 7 shirt, na me want to wear him. Why Ronaldo see they play for Portugal now? Because of all this thing where these boys they do. They are never serious.
Come on now.
Even your boy Liao.
Now they tell you now, they are never serious.
Preach it.
How Ronaldo at 40 see they play ahead of you where you did 25.
They one level 4 years.
Your transfer fee, he big pass when Ronaldo leave Man U to Real Madrid, and now you go into everything they reject you every day.
Wow.
Chelsea now make this mistake. I think it's Chelsea fault because when that boy first come Chelsea, remember under Poch, he play where they collect that red card on his
Under
debut or
Potter.
something.
Yes, on his
Potter.
debut, he had the red card. Yeah.
Under Potter.
What, was it Potter?
Potter.
After he paid that 15 million of transfer loan fee,
Yeah.
we bring him come. As you release him again, like that boy go back. After back, he come back. Like you see by this boy 40 something. For what? This guy where he never did successful for Atletico Madrid with the man. The same Barcelona where you watch and go loan for, you know they successful. The Chelsea where first come, you know they successful. Apart from the Benfica when don't man is play small, where did this boy play football?
But him coming to Chelsea the second time was to allow Conor Gallagher go to Atletico. It was not necessarily for him to come to Chelsea.
Must you collect?
Because
must you collect him?
initially we were meant to get that their striker that went to Porto, but he failed his medical.
What's his name? Samu Omorodion.
We were
Yeah.
meant to get him, but he failed his medical.
Must you collect
And we now
Joao
got
Felix?
Atletico.
Actually,
Who
na
they
that
follow
deal.
you?
Atletico either had him or that other boy to release.
You can
their
still
club.
stick with your Gallagher. You must not say Gallagher to them.
Gallagher had to sell because of PFA.
So now let me ask you.
we were in a tight situation. We couldn't help.
Let me ask you something.
Like
now.
we had
let
to
me
sell
ask
one
you.
of our
let me-
one of our.
This says
No,
Samu
no, wait.
medical.
Let me ask you something.
Say Samu fair medical.
Who?
Samu now.
Yeah, the striker.
Say fair medical.
Yeah.
Wow.
Minus fair medical. Let me ask.
We're going to use him.
Let me ask you something.
Us and
now.
Atletico were
Let me ask you
discussing
something now, Miracle. We know my United have Kobe Mino.
Yeah.
Now you as a Chelsea, you have Kopama. Imagine now that Man you want to buy Kopama, then you have to swap Kopama for Kobe Mino. Will you do it?
Kopama is not an academy product.
It's not about academy. I'm talking based on the transfer.
But it was about academy products. That boy was pure profit for Atletico.
Who?
And Conor Gallagher was pure profit for us.
Who is
and we
pure
made a
profit for
switch.
Atletico?
Samu.
Joao Felix.
No, Samu.
Samuel was pure profit for Atletico because of the way they procured him. He was pure profit
I'm
for
talking
them.
about Gallagher and this guy
Yes,
Joao
Conor
Felix.
Gallagher was always... Do you remember that Conor Gallagher
you
was
swap
already
him?
in
You are
Atletico?
talking about-
Conor
Yes.
Gallagher was already at Atletico and his deal got stalled because of that boy's deal.
Everything
Then
was
we
just
now
in a-
we now got Joao Felix. Joao Felix was just a
Miracle, I know they argue with you with all the transfer. Wait till they talk now. Say, can you stick with your Gallagher? Can you?
We couldn't because of PFA. We had to sell a homegrown product.
Must you sell to Atletico Madrid because of Joao Felix? Who is Joao
He
Felix?
was the only person that Atletico Madrid was giving us the most money for him. We had to sell him to them. He was the only person that was.
Then you did not collect the money, you collect Joao Felix.
And the agreement required us collecting one of their players to help them financially as well.
Miracle, excuse
it
me.
was a financial decision.
Miracle, excuse
it
me.
wasn't
Miracle.
he's a good player, we're trying to help him out.
Miracle.
It was a purely financial
Miracle,
decision.
calm down.
For Joao Felix
Are you,
coming back the
are you
second
trying
time.
to justify the fact that getting Joao Felix
Is a mistake.
was a situation you had nothing, you had no option?
Financial mistake.
There was no
I
option.
know it's more
like,
financial.
excuse me, like the only option you had was to take Joao Felix.
I'm stating why Joao Felix and how Joao Felix came about coming to Chelsea.
We are not arguing how he came.
defended-
We are not arguing that
We
one.
are asking you, was it a wise decision?
You just heard what I said before I started. I said Joao Felix used to look at himself in the mirror and talk to himself, why are things not working out for myself?
That is on
Under
Joao
four
Felix.
coaches.
That is on Joao Felix.
Exactly.
You are a Chelsea fan.
We are talking about Chelsea as a club.
I'm asking you,
on Joao
was that
Felix.
Organos? It's not on him.
What
It's
do you
not-
mean it's not on him?
Why it's not
I
him?
am telling you it's
Please,
under Joao Felix.
Oga, if I buy,
Joao Felix had a good spell
excuse
the
me,
first
bro.
time he came to
Excuse me,
Chelsea.
Oga,
He
excuse
didn't have
me.
a bad spell.
Can you wait?
So it's under
Oga,
Joao Felix.
If I buy a fake product, do I blame myself or the fake product?
What are you
The
talking
fake product.
buy the fake product,
Oga,
no be you.
me when buy the fake product, na me
You have
dey
to be
lose.
blamed.
Na me they lose, not be the product what I buy.
So if you bought
I
that
could not
fake,
make me say, go buy something. No, the
So
poster for
if you
group.
bought that
Say this one,
fake-
this one.
if you
Be
bought
careful
that-
yourself.
Is it my fault?
Wait,
Be careful.
If you
It's your
bought that-
fault.
If you bought that fake product to qualify for the next trade fair, is that fake product against you or for
Was
you?
that the only option?
What are you talking about? It
Are
was
you-
the only option.
Okay, please, you are telling me me that during summer, the only people ready to buy Gala was Atletico Madrid.
The best financial option was Atletico Madrid because they were giving us a player. They were taking a player.
How much did they give you? How much did they give you?
They gave us what? Was it not for something?
For who? Felix.
For Gallagher. For something.
Gallagher money reach like.
Then how much is how much is Felix?
How much is
How much is Felix?
Did you pay for Felix?
Felix
Did you pay for
was not
Felix?
anything.
Did
Felix
you
was
did you
not
pay for
any-
Felix?
Bro,
Was Felix free?
Felix was not free. You need to understand the financial situation before you start talking about this argument. What I'm talking about is the financial situation require both of us doing business, and us doing business with any other person that wanted Konagaga will not profit us compared to us doing business with Atletico Madrid. That is why we did business with them. We were aiming to get a striker.
Did you pay ATM?
What do you mean?
Did you pay them?
How
for
much do you
Felix?
pay ATM? Atletico Madrid.
I'm not in the Chelsea board. You can't
Please,
ask me those
Oga,
direct
Well, you are in
Did
the
you
Chelsea
pay?
board now to know that
Did
it's
you
only
pay?
Atletico Madrid that
I
paid for
know
him.
what they said. I don't know what happened.
You know what they said?
behind I don't know. I can't speak on what happened behind the lights. You're putting me under light to answer what's happened in. I don't know what happened.
Is there a
in
word? Is there a word you sell Gala without getting Joao Felix to somebody else?
No, there isn't.
Wow.
If we are selling Gallagher to Atletico, we are getting Joao Felix automatically
For free.
That is how the deal
For
was.
free.
It was not for free. That's how the deal was structured. Come on, you know.
So I'm asking you. During the transfer window,
Let's just leave this. Just enter the.
It's not, but let's
talk
just
about
you,
Joao
you guys
See,
know
before you
the
enter, man, just
situation.
talk before you enter,
Your
because-
clubs have been in similar situations, but it was not as high a scale as Joao Felix.
It
wasn't.
See, Abema just talk this
Come on.
topic because I feel like I know where to go already. So ma just try balance before you go there. I feel like for Joao Felix to be his advocate now, if you look at the trajectory of his career, how it has
Declined.
swayed and everything. The move from Benfica to Atletico Madrid was already a poison chalice. Whether you like it or not, it's already written in the stars that this thing has a 70-80% potential of crashing.
Yeah.
Because him at Benfica and him viewed at Atletico Madrid was almost side by side opposite. Already, most people had already speculated that this transfer way they go is wrong. And then he spent a lot of time at Atletico Madrid. I don't know whether they advise and say, don't worry, go better, no worry, go better, no worry, go better. Because when as a young player, especially as a young, exciting talent, if you live where in a bubble, you can't go where everything is stiff. I feel like after 1-2 years, you start looking elsewhere. But if you stay there and still and you steal and kill, that thing in you, it they die. And the more you remain there, the more you're losing touch of what you're supposed to be. If you were very good at Benfica, if you're hot at Benfica and then you stay, how many years did you start at ATM?
Still.
Like whether as 6, I've been as 5 years, I've been as 7 years.
They bought him a 2018-19 season.
Yeah.
That was when they bought him.
And then he left
I think
when?
his first
Let go of him last
first
season.
move was Chelsea.
Okay.
When they
What year was that?
When they loaned him to Chelsea, I think
He stayed 3 seasons.
3 seasons.
3
right?
seasons at ATM. It feels
Then
more
go
to me.
Barcelona on loan, come back.
Okay, then come back again. Then stayed how long again?
Go Chelsea, then Milan.
So that's how many? 4 or 5?
I just say
Movement.
4. Probably.
Like how long did he stay in ATM?
ATM now.
How many
4 years.
did
He
he stay?
stayed 3 years before he begin to go all those loans.
Then came back again, Abi. So you spent 4 seasons there.
So total
And then-
5 years.
And then
let's say 4.
let's just say
Four.
list 4. And then the style of football there is stifling to you. And then ATM now started recruiting a lot of forward players, Korea, a lot of men.
Alvarez, Solo.
And then even for this region,
Okay.
Korea, their names.
Yeah, Costa Morata.
A lot of
No,
them.
man, if you
like
go
they
Costa
had,
Morata,
and,
them come
and
back
they play
again.
4-4-2 most times. Their wingers, them all these Lemar, Carrasco, they had a lot of men where say if you're not doing the job, if you're not that hardworking, willing to run front, run back man, you know go for make him. And then he remained there. Now you came to Chelsea now. You can't jam men again for there. And then you're not the most hardworking of players. Why not leave that ATM very, very early? That's the thing and he lost that spark because ever since then, Joao Felix has been on the negative downward spiral. He has been declined in his national team. He's even the way in the decline for club in national team is ×3.
Yeah.
Right now, Joao Felix cannot see Portugal. See,
I don't know why they even they call him.
They go play Trincao, Conceição, Neto.
Bernardo Silva go play that wing before you go see match.
Get one match where them force Jota there. They don't play Bruno there. Joao Felix go there the squad.
They will call Schwarzer
Like
to indulge himself.
it's so Terrible.
bad,
And
so bad.
it's so sad because Naboy was like very, very well. And then when he moved to Chelsea, I was one of the people that hyped the move because I felt like, okay, he's now in Chelsea where if Palmer Day, Jackson Day, everybody Day, you know, him is in the mix, he goes flourish. And then all of a sudden, still,
Do you know what I
still
think?
the same problem.
I feel like João Felix is that guy that you always used to play 5-a-side with when you were a kid that was just like, why didn't this boy make it? He's so good.
See, you know,
Why didn't he make it? He's that kid.
you know that they used
That
to
guy
draw,
that you just wondered, why didn't he make it?
they used to draw similarities between him and Neymar sometimes. They said Neymar was in Santos, him was in Benfica. And then why Neymar's own looked better was because he went to Barca where since they move, and then you were playing with
Good point, Kuro.
See,
Good
you were
point.
playing with
Kuro.
if Felix from Benfica had
yeah.
gone to Barca or Man City
Exactly what I
or
want to
Arsenal,
No,
at least
men just
continue.
No, see, Kuro, men just enter that Man City. Hero before you talk. Sorry, you see that point we make just now because that team when go that Atletico Madrid.
I don't know who advised them that
They are not.
move.
They are not the best team in La Liga. They are not the best team. No team where go expect them to win La Liga every season. And now the coach when he meets, imagine the football when they play.
Godfrey.
Now if you go Man City, just where you talk just now Guardiola with team where they move.
Godfrey.
All these young players.
You know how
who
bad player like
advise them.
Sterling Gabriel Jesus and they, but see how this guy
how Pep
Guardiola
made
make sure
them
he
this
turn them to something.
Godfrey, you're
So
still
imagine him with that talent now coming to that Man City
Godfrey,
team.
you're still giving
Bro.
him excuse.
No, not be
Even-
excuse.
see,
It's a solid
I'm
point.
saying-
No, that's the point. That's the
if-
point.
It's not a point. Do you want to know why? Because he was in so many teams with so much talent and he still didn't succeed.
He did not go into the.
He
did not go into the best team at that point.
To a certain point when it's not about the talent around the player, it's just about the player.
How many
João
teams did he
Felix
go to?
was just like Coleman in his career. Even when he was loaned out, he was blessed.
When you come Chelsea, where to be your position for the league?
around him.
When you come Chelsea, where to be your position for the league?
What
When
do you
João
mean?
Felix come?
Under Potter,
Yes. Where do you finish?
That was the season you finished.
Whether 12 or so.
12.
12th.
You get when the Atletico Madrid, they're not even close to the league. Apart from that year, where Suarez doing for them.
No, but in that but hold on, that team.
So
that,
in they go into.
but that João Felix team that he was in, that's probably the most mediocre team João Felix has ever played in.
Which one? That's Potter's.
That Potter's team. If you really look at it, 11 for 11, all the teams João Felix
The
has
Atletico Madrid,
played
are they the best in the league?
But the teams that she's played in
I think in best football team now for that Barcelona move.
They're better
Yes,
than
now.
that Potter's
You
team.
get
Yeah.
in best football now that Barcelona move.
No, but why did the coach not accept it? Why did Barcelona not accept it? There is something that we're not seeing.
No,
See,
we know saying get bad attitude and
So
like
he's
he's not living to the level.
Say because if he goes to Man City, he will fit in. That bad attitude
Let me
carries
see.
with him.
I feel like you missed my point. Now, see my point there. Like the analogy I made with Neymar. If at that early stage, at that when you're still prime and hot, and when you dey hot, when people dey check you dey hot. If you had moved to Barca then, unlike when he now went to ATM, fire died, and then he's now moving to Barca again. Now at that stage when he had moved to Barca, you're going there as per okay, make I see whether I feel resurrect this thing, and then you're no longer that. You don't have that spark anymore to play. See, this guy, what's his name? Ferran Torres. Even in his worst form, Ferran Torres go still come from bench, still gets more spark.
Miracle. If Bruno Fernandes should be in Man City, how many Premier League titles do you think they don't get?
Omo.
And how in level now for don't they?
But you can't compare Bruno Fernandes to see
That boy has that talent.
Godfrey. You are.
I know they compare to Bruno, but he get that talent when they come up.
Godfrey, yeah. Do you know you just made an example of? You're saying a player entering a good team to win a championship. It's like saying in basketball term, okay, if
No, Bruno
Isaiah
get the
Thomas-
talent now.
if
Bruno
Dom-
cannot just enter and win
it's like
title.
saying if LeBron
You enter
James
and play.
was in the Golden State team with KD,
Miracle.
Miracle.
You
enter and play.
and Klay Thompson. How many rings would
Miracle.
you win?
That was
It's
the
the
follow.
same- Yeah, it's the same thing,
See,
but it doesn't
I
mean
bet-
that they were effective in the team.
See,
What
Mona-
I'm saying is that João Felix's bad attitude and what is affecting him in the teams that he's in right now would have continued with him in a winning team.
See.
João Felix was in a winning team.
See.
When he was in
Which team
Atletico,
is
they were
winning
winning.
team?
When he was in Atletico, they were a winning team.
Winning La
In
Liga. We are not talking
What-
about
so-
winning matches. We are talking about winning trophies.
When Atletico was in, when João Felix was in Atletico, did they win a championship?
Which championship? Champions League.
Did they win a championship?
The
Did
La
they win a
Liga.
cup?
The La Liga.
Even
Thank
when
you
they
very
won
much.
trophies, how instrumental
So he
was
was
he?
in the
Who's in La Liga?
Did they-
Was
did
he
they-
the best player in that team?
Was he a squad
That's
player
what
or a
I'm-
major player in that
See,
team?
He was not a major player.
Mona, wait, Mona.
And he has been a
Miracle,
squad player
miracle,
in
miracle,
every other
miracle,
team apart from
miracle,
Chelsea under Potter.
Miracle, please wait. See,
Yeah.
if we sit here and start saying those things we are saying, it's like we are trying to make excuses.
what I'm saying.
for
Yeah,
Felix. See,
exactly.
See, let me tell you guys this. The modern football we are watching is not for the lazy guys.
Hello.
To me,
Yeah.
from 2015, I think football changed.
I agree with
People started playing high intensity football.
Yeah.
You get energy football.
Yeah.
So the football for the past 10 years has been for those who are very energetic.
you. Yeah,
So if you watch João Felix,
Yeah.
you give Ronaldo credit.
of course.
Because when people say talent, this one is talent, this one is not talented. If there is one player who we can say is talented, it's João Felix.
Come on, facts.
He has it.
It's Neymar. It's Jordan Sancho. It's Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
It's Vinicius.
Yeah.
It's Leao.
Mbappe.
Yes.
It's Renato Sanchez.
Agree.
Mbappe.
Now look at most of those guys won the European Golden Boy. From Renato Sanchez to Balotelli to
Rooney.
Anthony Martial of Manchester United
Rooney.
to when Rooney them.
Uh-huh.
Now, have you asked yourself what happened to most of those recent European Golden Ball winners?
Yes.
You discover that most of those guys, after winning the European Golden Ball,
It is a
the
right.
hope was very high. People expected them. If you remember Renato Sanchez after the Euro 2016,
See.
people were expecting to see the next
Breakthrough.
Michael Owen,
Kante.
the next
Kante.
the next
The next
Zinedine,
Zidane.
the next Zinedine Zidane.
What are you saying?
But something happened.
Yeah.
Those guys switched off.
Work ethic.
You
Work
get-
ethic.
They switched off. If João Felix happens to be in Benfica today, the whole world will be making excuses for him that Benfica kept him where he is. Now, if you move from Benfica, you play 30 games with them, you score like 15 goals. Then, just 15 goals.
20 all competition, by the way.
Atletico Madrid paid that humongous amount of money to get you. And I keep saying this thing every day. There is a particular football club that will sign you. That club badge will become a motivation to you.
Yes.
How they play should no longer matter again.
Just like Vega.
Example, Bruno Fernandes have no reason winning player of the month
I agree
with
with
Manchester United.
I agree with you.
He have no reason coming to Premier League in Manchester United, winning Premier League player of the month back to back like 4 times.
I agree with you.
Five.
In a United where people were running for their head.
I agree with you.
See, to sum it up, João Felix fell. The reason why he fell
He didn't step up.
is the same reason why Anthony Martial fell.
He
It's
didn't
the
step
same
up.
reason why Leao is struggling.
He didn't
It's the
step up.
same reason why Renato Sanchez is struggling.
He didn't step
And
up.
when we are saying this, we should give the likes of Wayne Rooney them credit. The likes of Bruno Fernandes them credit. Because you can see, Chelsea paid £43 million.
Preach.
46 million pounds to get João Felix.
Preach.
And they collected 30 something.
Come on
Gallagher.
now.
For Gallagher.
Nine-
Come on now.
If they tell me say na financial
And
trouble.
I'm asking, economically, does it make sense? Does it make sense
That João Felix
that
more
you
expensive.
you are trading Gallagher for João Felix,
Come on
and
now.
you are paying more?
Come on now.
And
Imagine.
as we speak, Atletico Madrid cannot say they are regretting getting Gallagher.
Come on
and,
now.
and here Chelsea is.
And you are regretting
I-
already. You have known
I-
him.
Here Chelsea
I
is.
love it when Henry preaches
Here
like this.
Chelsea is
It turns-
loaning
it
him.
turns me on.
Because as we speak, I know one thing.
Come on
if
now.
he comes back to Chelsea,
Talk to me.
Chelsea will look for a way
Come
to
on.
ship him out.
Already,
Oh my
that's the plan.
goodness.
See.
They'll
That's
ship
the
him
plan.
out.
Keep him.
Ship him
Good
out.
Henry,
They already,
you're not a pastor, but you
See,
just preach.
There is no way. Nobody on earth can make excuses for João Felix. For you to play Benfica, where legendary players have emanated from,
Yeah.
for you to go to Atletico Madrid, even if Diego Simeone is not the best manager in the world, we've seen players succeed under him.
Yeah.
And you came during the time he wanted to switch his play from defensive-minded football to attacking-minded football. And you started that era, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
You started that era.
Facts.
Because when Simeone started buying those guys, people now say he wants to play attacking
Yes.
football.
Yes.
He started bringing the likes of Morata them back.
Yes.
Yannick Carrasco them.
Yes.
Suarez them.
Yes.
So if you didn't succeed there,
Paul.
if you didn't succeed there, then you come to Chelsea. You not succeed again. Then you go to Barcelona. You did not play football despite their financial condition. You didn't play to convince them to keep you.
Yeah.
Now Chelsea gave you a second chance. See, I don't believe any manager or any football club will buy a player and say, now we buy you, now we don't like you. Something must have gone wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Chelsea to pay 43 million pounds on you, the man will buy you. Not be said the coach will buy you, they don't sack him. The coach will buy you day.
See they
Then loan you out. Madrid a day. They loan you. Then loan you Sancho day. They loan you out. Pedro, Neto Day,
Today, yeah.
bro, it's your fault.
There's
And
something
not just
wrong.
that. Now where
There's
he
something
was,
we don't
and then
know.
now where he was loaned to. Already how many months now? 3, 4, 5, 6 months. They're already telling that we no one do it.
Oh God, this news don't tell. That guy no spend better 2 months for AC Milan.
Bro,
boy.
I say, he get when they come out from dressing room. I don't know whether when I watch that video. Wake
That-
I walk
that
at the
man
time and
walker.
say, oh boy, nobody
We're not
plays here,
Messi.
bro. Pass the ball.
7 West. He said, pass
Pass
the
the
ball. He said,
ball.
just pass the ball. Pass the ball. Nobody's messy here. Pass the ball.
The first 2 weeks of him being
Imagine when
in
your fellow
AC
player they
Milan.
tell you that kind of thing.
Remember when he scored at his debut? That first week, that first week he played for AC Milan and he scored. He literally said, "Oh, that he wants to stay." Basically, just
Was that what he said?
that's what he said. He said he wants to
I
stay.
even
AC
hear that
Milan.
thing too.
Yeah,
I
he
hear
said
that
he
thing.
would
He
not
wanted
stay.
to make Milan.
No,
He said he wanted to stay AC
something.
Milan.
He said something that makes it look like
He
has
wanted
found
to
peace.
stay. Yeah,
That in celebration
Like
of
he's
sleeping.
found- yeah,
You
he's
don't tell you
found-
say I want to be here.
But you know the
Yeah.
funny thing, João Felix is just a product of footballers have a very, very good agent. Have a fantastic agent because your
And Indian
agent,
good agent,
an
true.
agent with good connections will always put you in a big team.
Now, why
no
he
matter
say
your
his movement has never been a small
I
club.
think,
matter your
the truth is
movement.
that João Felix camp, if Osimhen or Lookman have the kind of camp João Felix has,
Oh.
these 2 guys will be in the biggest club in England today.
I agree with you.
See,
I agree with him.
you know
He
when
get
I
very
get,
good
I
agent.
agree with
He get
you.
very, very good agent.
you know when I
What?
started to get
Yeah,
issues with
very
this
good
guy. I think his agent is Mino. Abi George Mendes.
It's Mendes. It's Mendes.
Mendes.
The Ronaldo agent.
Mendes has connection with everybody.
He's the biggest agent now.
Everybody.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah,
person
biggest
that
agent now in
came
Europe.
close was Riola that is late.
Yeah.
Royal, don't go.
Where I started having issues with Joao Felix was when he was at Barca and then he scored against ATM.
Something
And
like
while he was on loan, he did that celebration.
Yeah.
He was my guy. But even an organization or an outlet or a corporation or whatever, if I have that kind of person in my repertoire and then you're showing me signs of you're still here, but you're here for internship or something, but you're already dissing your main place.
your parents' club.
On face value, it may just be, they happy with us, but it tells me a lot about you.
You know what I'm saying?
It
You know,
puts
say
your
possibility
integrity
dey, say
and
na that
loyalty
thing
to
make back
question.
as if not even sign am.
See, because yes, you dey do it for me now, but
That's a good
what
take.
is the like
You get-
your loyalty, your integrity, your prestige? Like it tells so much. You're on loan.
And that happens so much in life.
I think your main club
it
that
happens
spend 120
see, on every
to sign
day,
you.
on everyday
Bro.
life experience. It happen. Why it happen? As an employee, there are things you don't know. Your employers know. Because you can never be their first employee.
Of course,
You get.
sometimes-
They must have seen someone like you. In the mind of Barca, they will be like, if this guy, 90-something million pounds player to Atletico Madrid, because of the law, because of the transfer policy in Spain,
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
be on
keep
loan
it,
here
yeah.
and you can play against your
Yeah.
parent team. If this guy can do this, why he is with us? What is the assurance that if we buy him and loan him to Sevilla or
He won't do
Espanyol,
more.
he will not do more? So, see, if João Felix failed today because of character, and so many players will also fail. So when we there, they talk about players and attitude. Some football clubs are bigger than they are bigger than who you are.
Yeah.
See, there is a character Ronaldo will put up in Madrid when he went there. He wouldn't have spent 2 years. Because Florentino Perez in Sweden will look at you and said, Madrid has been here.
You can't.
You don't care.
See, we don't care who you are. I think they will tell you, we don't care who you are. So long as we see you as a threat, as someone who can betray, based on our personality, you can't be here.
That's it. That's
Okay, why do we lose? What's his name? Greenwood. What's the man you lose Greenwood? Attitude.
Another thing I say, you feel be all this kind bad player where you know get form and all those things, but just see remain humble. Like the club now go understand, they go feel see they find way to make sure say you pick up that form again. But you're not performing. You see a bad character. Your attitude is very
Bro,
poor.
you hold your talk. Who be Dani Ceballos to remain in Madrid today?
Okay.
If not be character.
Do you know
Okay.
do you know the funny thing? A great journalist said this. He said, when your talent outweighs your work product, that is when the team lets go of you. But when your talent outweighs your bull crap, the team is with you.
In the local palace, we go say,
João Felix bull crap outweighed his talent. So they let go of him.
it's simple.
It's as
See,
simple as that.
You see, talent.
Ronaldo's talent never outweighed his bull crap. His talent always outweighed his bullcrap. The bullcrap never outweighed
When
his
they
talent.
come up, they say everybody say, "Now you go inherit
simple
that
as
number
that.
7 jersey." That Ronaldo number 7 iconic jersey.
everybody knew how much of a work hassle Ronaldo was.
Imagine Ronaldo they drop that number 7 jersey and say that.
Let's just wrap this up. But I'll just end this with these two quotes. Like in university, they say in character and learning. And then also, I heard this from a journalist in Port Harcourt.
Yes, I want to talk. What am I talking? He say hard work will beat talent when talent fail to work hard.
Come on.
That one day, then I know we hear that one from.
Okay.
But then there's another one again that they said talent without temperament is tantamount to something. I don't forget.
Don't forget that.
I don't forget about. I know. OG, PH.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Talent without temperament is tantamount. Anyways, comment section. I beg, make person correct me. I'm sure Felix had an issue with Enzo Maresca. I may not know what it is, but
Because we are not Chelsea fans. We are not Chelsea fans.
yes, but
He didn't have a,
but
he
I
didn't have a
heard that
direct
kind of
issue.
thing.
No, he didn't have a direct.
Yeah. So please,
they
comment
will
section,
ask
I
if
beg.
you are a Chelsea fan.
It was just game time.
How do you know? How did
I
you
heard
know?
I heard something. I'm not sure of the news, but please, Chelsea fans in the comment section, I beg, just clarify me.
Thanks for watching. Right here, another one of our videos where you're supposed to like, and all our social media links. I beg, follow us on every platform because we get content for everybody.